Welcome back. Earlier this week, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announcing unfortunate news about Florida's First Lady, his wife, Casey DeSantis, saying, "I'm saddened to report that Florida's esteemed First Lady and my beloved wife has been diagnosed with breast cancer. As the mother of 3 young children, Casey is the centerpiece of our family and has made an impact on the lives of countless Floridians through her initiatives as First Lady. As she faces the most difficult test of her life, she will not only have my unwavering support, but the support of our entire family, as well as the prayers and well wishes from Floridians across the state. Casey is a true fighter, and she will never, never, never give up." Joining us now to discuss is Nancy Brinker, Newsmax host of Conversations with Nancy Brinker, also founder of the Promise Fund and Susan G. Komen Foundation. Thanks for joining us today, Nancy. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Thank
you, Emma, very much.
Absolutely. I'm so glad we're going to have this conversation because it's timely in that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And of course, I know you lost your sister, Susan, in her fight against breast cancer. What is your message to Mrs. DeSantis and other women who've been diagnosed with breast cancer?
Well, number one, I think she's in a very good, if you had to have the disease, there's so much more known than ever was when my sister was diagnosed in 1978. I too had breast cancer in 1984. And since those times, the treatment, the outcomes, everything has become so much better, particularly when you're diagnosed early. And it does sound like it probably was a reasonably early diagnosis. And I just, like so many in our state and in our country, wish her well. It's a journey. It's not where you go to the doctor one time with a bottle of medicine and leave. It's a journey, and every treatment is different according to what kind of breast cancer a woman has, how the staging of it, and some of the genetic properties that tumors have, none of which we knew many years ago at all. Knew nothing almost about this. So a patient's opportunity to be cured is so much better today than it was then. Yeah. That said, we still see in the United States over 250,000 women being diagnosed every year of this disease, which is the largest cancer killer of women. And we still have issues where 42,000 women die every year. So we have to make better progress. And part of the progress we have to make, which is a huge step, are in the disparities of people who get diagnosed with this disease, who don't have any medical home, who don't have any access to a physician, have never had a mammogram or a cervical screen. In fact, there are 80,000 of these such people in Palm Beach County right now, and that's what the Promise Fund is doing, trying to aggregate care and services, comfort, navigate them properly into care. So I'm just grateful that she has the support of her husband and her family, and they will make sure, I'm sure, that she has the best care, and all of us who've been lucky enough to be survivors stand with her and understand the fear of this. It's frightening to get a diagnosis like that.
Yeah, our prayers are with her and for any woman who's going through this right now. Talk to me about the importance of screening and catching this early on if you are in that unfortunate situation.
Well, if you find yourself in a place where you don't have screening, at least in Palm Beach County, we have the Promise Fund Mammography Center, which is subsidized screening, which anyone in the county has access to. And it's a 3D mammography equipment from Hologic, one of the best producers in the world of this kind of equipment. And we give women that opportunity to be screened. And we have navigators who reach out to bring them into the clinic and into their communities. But it's always better to do what you have to do to screen and do preventative kind of things that you can. We know obesity is a big driver of breast cancer. We also know that women of color die faster and have oftentimes more aggressive disease than people who have good primary care, where their disease was detected early. So that's a big issue, and we're working hard on that. We don't have enough Medicaid in our state for the volume of people who are moving into Florida now. Some say as many as 2,000 a day. So we're here trying to create systemic change and create a model that would work in every community by joining the forces of our federally qualified healthcare centers and screening and philanthropy and creating a system that works. And it is working.
It is. And it's amazing the work that you're able to do. Nancy, thank you so much for coming on today and talking about the importance of the work that you do to help those women who are suffering breast cancer right now. And you at home, you can catch Conversations with Nancy Brinker. It airs right here on Newsmax. Nancy, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you so much. And our prayers to Mrs. DeSantis.
Absolutely.
Always great to hear from Nancy there, of course.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.